Joji is without a doubt one of the most captivating artists in the world today. Blending genres and influences to create sonic worlds that are all of his own, Joji's music is truly one of one, and he just keeps on growing. From an underground artist to the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100, ARIA Award nominations, and billions of streams. Even though Joji's songs feel larger than life, behind his success are some quite simple musical ideas that anyone can use to take their songs to the next level. That's what we're going deep on in this video. We're going to be making an alternative / dark R&B song inspired by Joji, and we're going to go from the initial idea to a release-ready track. So let's get started. For this song, we're going to start with the hook, and I think Yeah Right is the perfect inspiration for this song. The way the drums and the piano work together in Yeah Right is so addicting, so let's try and get something with a similar feel for our song. First up, we need a smooth piano line. Joji's music is full of depth, and it's a bit rough around the edges, so to capture some of that feeling, I headed over to my old upright piano to record these chords. One of the coolest things about Joji's music is the way that he just messes up sounds that he captures. Taking some inspiration from this, I added some saturation, and I also automated an LFO tool on the piano to create this kind of breathing effect. Next, let's do some drums. I grabbed a couple of sounds from my Oasis drum kit and laid down this simple groove. So far so good, but we're missing that key element that makes the groove on Yeah Right so addictive. What is that? Bongos. Now you don't have to use bongos, you could use basically any perk sound, but the key to getting that amazingly addictive feeling that Joji manages to capture in Yeah Right is making those bongos super offbeat. You really want to be pushing against the main groove here. Let me show you what I mean. You can see here that most of the hits are way offbeat, and they aren't quantized. And when you take a listen to that, it really gets your head nodding. It makes it so much more danceable than if it was just a straight rhythm. To get those bongos sounding good, to be honest, I just played a bunch of takes and waited till I got one that sounded right. I think that's really the best way to go about this because I really tried to avoid quantizing them at all. To round out the drums, I headed a little further back in Joji's discography. On Demons, he samples the sound of a bottle being opened to create a snare. So, I used that as an excuse to have a Diet Coke and sample myself opening the can. I layered that up and used it as a snare accent with a little bit of reverb, and it sounded like this. Once I added a little bit of tambourine, it was time to move on to the bass. I wanted the bass to hit hard in this hook because, Joji has quite a lot of trap influences, and in Yeah Right, he's got some crazy bass going on. So I created a distorted patch using my Prophet 6. I layered that up with a sub, and we got this. So altogether, our hook is sounding like this right now. Now for the verse and the pre-chorus, I wanted to take a different approach. I love the sound of the piano that Joji used on Glimpse of Us. So I headed back to the upright to play in some more chords. I automated the filter on an EQ to create more movement in the piano sound. And then I layered a Rhodes right underneath it. In terms of the chords, I went for a lot of ninths, and I added an F sharp minor diminished chord to add some extra tension. This matched the jazzy vibe that Joji got on Glimpse of Us, and it provided some nice contrast compared to the hook section. To add some thickness, more depth and movement, I took inspiration from Slow Dancing in the Dark, where Joji has that awesome ARP sound that plays through basically the entire song. I created a patch on the Prophet to do something similar and played that in. In the pre, I changed up the rhythm of the chords slightly to add a bit more movement, and I added a snap, a snare, and a reversed snare thing to create a simple little drum groove here as well. When it comes to Joji's vocals, his delivery ranges from soulful belting to more monotone rap-like delivery, but the lyrical themes stay pretty consistent. Joji's usually in his sad boy bag when it comes to songwriting themes, so that's where I went as well. I wrote a song about losing someone you love, but you're left with their memories. Kind of similar themes to what he explores on Glimpse of Us, to be honest. When it came to recording the vocals, I did a few takes of the lead and comped together the best ones, which sounds like this.
Stay, why'd you have to go and leave?
Then I added a ton of doubles, and Joji loves to add octave harmonies, so I added octaves above and below, and with all the doubles added in, that sounds like this.
Stay, why'd you have to go and leave? I needed you so badly.
Next up, I added some heavily processed ad-libs to get a bit more depth to the vocals and build out the beat a little bit more. Lastly, in terms of the vocals, I added some oohs. To get the ooh sounding really good, I essentially just broke down the chords I was playing in that section and recorded each note one by one with my voice a couple of times so that I could pan them out left and right. Once these were built up, I added some reverb and got this. If you like the drum sounds I used in this video, a lot of them come from my Oasis drum kit, which is specifically made for these kind of beats. It is perfect for alternative R&B, so check that out if you're looking to level up your alternative R&B beats. Let's take a listen to the final song.
Why'd you have to go and leave? I needed you so badly. Wrapped in those sheets, your memories laying next to me. Good luck, that's all I thought I needed. Then I saw your eyes, how can I compete with that? I'm bearing my soul, that's what I thought you wanted, but you didn't care. I'm just a game for you. You completed me, but I could never amuse you enough to keep. Too easy to read, I gave you the key. You never meant for me to stay. Why'd you have to go and leave?